Charlotte stood at the edge of the bustling schoolyard, her mind as chaotic as the chattering students around her. Her friends had just shared their grand plan, a rebellious venture to sneak into a late-night concert without tickets, and they wanted her to join. It was supposed to be exhilarating, a night to remember. Yet, as Amanda animatedly described how they could bypass security, Charlotte could not shake the unease settling deep within her. It wasn't that Charlotte feared getting caught, though that was certainly a concern. What gnawed at her was the compromising of her principles. Throughout the years, she had cultivated a reputation as someone reliable, a beacon of good sense among her peers. Now, the very people who admired her grounded nature were tempting her to step away from that very identity. The thrill of adventure called to her, whispering promises of shared laughter and stories to tell for years to come. But equally persistent was the voice of her conscience urging restraint. Standing amidst her circle of friends, Charlotte felt pulled in two directions. On the one hand, she feared missing out on the camaraderie if she denied them. On the other, there was a small but growing voice inside her, a flicker of defiance against the pressure, a reminder of something her grandmother had said: be true to yourself. Her grandmother's wisdom echoed through her, lending strength to her wavering heart. After an internal battle so intense that it silenced the chatter around her, Charlotte made a decision. Taking a deep breath, she stepped forward. I understand why you all want to do this, she began, her voice steady but kind, but I can't join you. Breaking into a concert isn't right for me. I wouldn't feel comfortable, and I hope you can understand that. A hush fell over the group, disbelief etched on their faces. Amanda, the ringleader of this daring plan, crossed her arms, her disappointment evident. Charlotte, it's just a bit of fun. Live a little. I do want to have fun, Charlotte replied, but not at the cost of feeling uneasy about my choices later. What if we end up in trouble? I care too much about our friendships to put us all at risk like that. The truth of her words struck a chord within the group. It was subtle, unspoken, but Charlotte noticed something shift. A few nodded, while others remained silent. Amanda sighed, her defiance losing its edge. I guess you're right, she admitted reluctantly. I hadn't really thought about it that way. We'll figure out another way to have fun. One that's a bit less illegal. Charlotte felt relief wash over her. There was more, a sense of triumph. Not the kind one feels from winning an argument, but from asserting one's convictions peacefully. This confrontation had not only tested her loyalty to herself, but had revealed the empathy within her friends. The incident became a pivotal moment not just for Charlotte, but for her friends as well. It hadn't driven them apart. Instead, it had deepened their respect for one another. They realized that true friendship was about understanding and respecting individual values. For Charlotte, this experience strengthened her self-confidence. She learned the power in saying no and the importance of standing by her principles. In essence, she found a new layer of self-awareness, recognizing her ability to influence her peers positively. As they walked back to their classes, the tension dissipated. Their laughter resumed, mingling with the afternoon air, and the bond between them felt more resilient than ever. Charlotte's choice had indeed become a turning point, not just for her character, but for the group. It sparked a newfound respect for the integrity of individual choices.